but P. Diddy got off.
You know, I called it. I was like, because for me, I was like, sex trafficking has to be against their will. And I didn't follow the case, but I heard they were making 10 grand. People were going there to have these freak offs. You know, if you are an adult and a sex worker and you go to a party and you get paid, it's real hard to make that sex trafficking thing. Also, my boy Brad Cohen, who's a criminal defense lawyer and a high profile one, handled Kodak Black and all those guys. He was on Instagram talking about this. And he's like, I don't see the government has a big case here. It's hard to prove.
Here's my question with all this. The feds raid his house, right? And we got told there's all these drugs, and even in all the
tore down a wall, knocked down a wall.
No, and his kids are home. They raided both houses same time, right? And there's lube, and even I have a friend who was involved in it. He's like, dude, the stuff they're gonna find, and what? So this was a distraction from what? Because just hiring hookers is illegal. All right, cool. I mean, he's gonna get time served. I don't know if he serves any time.
He faces a maximum sentence of 10 years.
Yeah, he won't get any of that, but. No. And he'll get time served. But with all this, like, and him hitting Cassidy, like, horrible shit, that's terrible. Yeah. I don't condone any of that.
No.
I'm just saying to go all, and remember, this was everywhere. It's been everywhere for how many months now? Right. All this shit.
All that. The government comes
What was it for? And this is why you should be worried. They did this to P. Diddy.
That's right.
So they can do it to anyone. Now think, if P. Diddy paid millions of dollars in legal fees.
Millions.
Now imagine you're just average Joe
you're
working
fucked.
9 to 5.
You're fucked.
And the government goes, let's go for that guy.
You're fucked.
That's the issue. The issue is not that, of course, he's a fucking bad guy and beat up Cassidy and does some weird shit. Likes to get slippery.
Yeah.
Likes to get slippery.
Nothing
wrong with that. He's a freak pissing in mouths, and some girls enjoy that. Do your thing.
You keep saying that. Was that part of the
thing? Yeah. You didn't watch the trial. Oh, a lot of piss. A lot of piss.
Because I have a friend who had a girlfriend who was really a freak, and she told him she wanted him to pee in her mouth.
You ever had sex and then try to pee? It's fucking tough, dude. And then when the tubes get crossed, and then it feels like you have to pee and you can't, buddy. Yeah. One of the worst feelings in the world.
Yeah.
So I don't like, that's not a turn on to me.
That's that domination thing that people are into, men and women.
I mean, I can be talked into it.
Sure. Listen, piss games, that exists. There was I told you I wrote this I tried to write a TV show about
Squid Games as piss games?
Like, the rub places, the rub and tug,
rub mats?
Yeah. And so
is it comedy?
No, yeah, I tried to write a comedy about it because I met a girl, this is 20 years ago, more than that, who ran a brothel, and she wanted to be a writer, and she was a fan of my comedy. And I said, I'll write this.
You said, let's partner up.
And there was a girl I met, and she said there was a guy who would lie in a bathtub and pay her a fortune to pee on her. And he would just be like, and just loved it. So sexuality is very, very layered and crazy. Where you run into trouble is that, if you have a girl who is somebody who wants to be, who's into that, and the guy's into that, and then she gets mad at you, Shannon Sharp.
She's like, he pissed on me. It's
Shannon Sharp, you hear what she said? She's like, I want you to choke me. I want you to do all this stuff. She was saying,
put your black baby in me.
All that.
Right? So hot.
But no, she was also saying, I want you to choke me. I want you to put a dog collar on me and walk me around. Well,
get that big black dick out.
I'm not judging anybody for what they want to do in a bedroom if they're into freaky stuff at all.
No.
Sexuality is all over the place.
It's when they get upset and then they go, look at this.
Now you're weaponizing your regret.
Yeah.
And that's really wrong. But I think that
I think all that stuff that was leaked, the piss, the cum on the tits, all that stuff, it was just to get the public on their side.
It's called
freak. But in the court of law, they're like, court of law is like, buddy.
That's it.
Yeah, he's a fucking freak. We get it.
It's not illegal to be a pervert. And everybody else seemed to be involved in it.
And also prostitution, let's be honest, shouldn't be illegal.
It should be illegal. And also, everybody else got paid in that game and sounds like they had some fun.
A lot of good, dude. If I was single, P. Diddy's like, yo, man, here's 10 grand, first class ticket, come to New York, Cassidy's here, insert J-Lo's here. I'm like, dude, keep the money, buddy. Keep the money. Just have a
keep
full
the
rack
money.
of ribs and have some fatty brisket, and your boy's there.
Or lean
And
brisket.
positive.
That's
Don't
fine.
bring lean in because I don't get fucked in the ass. Dude, but just have that fatty brisket, right? And a nice barbecue sauce from Opie's or Interstellar.
Dude, why have you turned me into,
Joe's
you turned
Smokehouse.
me into such a power bottom because I
You're doing
drive a white on white 3 Tesla 3
Oof.
and because I like lean meat and I am suddenly a complete power bottom.
And you deep throat corn.
And now I'm being accused of eating corn the long way.
And you guzzle cream corn.
And
It's just the way you do it, dude.
Yeah, I'm a little gay.
You eat Snickers with a fork?
Dude, I tried to do a cold plunge and I did one. And I've done the one with the ice. There was something about this one because it was
In
circulating.
the machine, yeah.
Circulating.
Because if it's not circulating, your body almost forms like a shield of heat
That's
to
what
protect
happens.
you, so people can sit there and you get used to it faster. But if it's circulating, it can't build that.
I didn't-
that shield of heat.
So I almost passed out and my face went really, really gray. And my wife was like, get him out. But I stayed in for 3 minutes.
I bet. Hey, for your wife, nothing less sexier than you panicking in a cold tub.
Especially because a bunch
her
of
going, get
gladiators-
him. Her shouting, get him out,
and
get him out.
and a bunch of gladiators are around laughing because she thinks I'm old and she thinks my heart's going to stop, which is possible.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't like this because I turned gray apparently, but my ego kept me in there. It was the most uncomfortable. It was me trying not to panic loudly for exactly 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. So when the circulation, it doesn't allow you to form that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because when you're in ice, you can sit and after about 90 seconds, you're good. Because your body acclimates and you just go.
Well, no, your body will form like
know
a
that.
small pocket of heat.
Wow.
It's still cold as fuck, but
Yes.
it builds like this layer.
But it's the
So if it's circulating, it can't chill.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why guys do it.
I was shocked at how cold it was and how uncomfortable I was.
You're just not built.
I'm
for
addicted to nicotine.
You're not built. You're not built for the cold, though. That's not your thing. Why are you doing it?
I'm not built for the cold. I never do cold plunges.
I don't get anybody who does it unless you're a professional athlete. Oh, do you have so much inflammation from your kettlebell workouts?
Yeah,
Pro athletes, I get it, dude.
sure.
You working out an hour a day?
Not
You
even-
think
not
you need
even-
a
not
cold
even
tub?
40 minutes. It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Awful. I guess you start to get used to it because you go, I'm not going to die. I'm just going to go through pain. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Mental toughness, I guess.
Yeah. And you're right. Daddy ain't built for the cold. Built for the heat. Bring me the heat all day long. The cold cuts right through me. Turns me into a coward. Takes all the comedy out of me.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Chin's officially moved to Austin. And tonight's
You find your fishing spots yet?
No, not
I gotta
yet.
get
We're-
settled in first. Yeah.
But this is his first night in the house all alone. Dude, and he has a big yard. Is there anybody you know that needs a companion like a dog than Chin? Get a fucking dog, dude. And he goes, I just want the responsibilities. I went, buddy, you're almost 50. No girl. No responsibility. No, don't even have a fucking fish.
Forgetting something. He's got his companion. Alcohol.
You're right.
So
Or his dark companion.
he's got the dark companion. He's got the dark angel. So Chin's got the dark angel, and that would be
Jameson.
alcohol.